Hello and welcome to the Sound Live. Tell me about your pick, Kyle.
Yeah, one of my former students, I did an NF reaction and then shared NF with you three. And in the comments, he said, hey, here's some other stuff you might like. And what was cool is I got to teach him from, sixth grade on, but then he started taking guitar lessons with me, I guess when he was a junior and,
so you guys already had a bit of a rapport from being in class before. That's cool.
And guitar lessons, it was like, he'd pay me for a half an hour, but it'd be like 2.5 hours later because we just had so much fun. And after we graduated high school, his parents would bring him. We'd go to open mics and play songs. I mean, we just, he was almost like family for a while. So it was really cool. And he suggested this one. I know absolutely nothing about this. So that's it.
Without further ado, Musicians Panel reacts to Polyphia, G.O.A.T, GOAT official music video. Here we go! that's wonderful. You guys are cool. Wow, that was so much fun. I really thought that was incredible. Okay, so take like Dream Theater with clean guitar and cross it with Red Hot Chili Peppers without vocals. It was slamming. There was all kinds of odd meter stuff. The bass was funky as all get out. The drummer was just having so much fun. I mean, the guitar players were incredible. You know, all the different harmonics and stuff they were doing. It was like, that's why I was saying akin to like clean Dream Theater. I mean, maybe he didn't play, John Petrucci's lines weren't maybe that, like the point was the tone. It sounded like that clean Ibanez chorusy tone that John Petrucci would use a lot. That's why I said that. But like it had like this cross of like prog metal and like prog funk, like Chili Peppers kind of. Oh man, like it was really awesome. I will be checking more of Polyphia out. That was really awesome.
It was cool. It was almost like they were doing like when you sample stuff, you know, for like hip hop or EDM, and it's kind of glitchy, you know, or if you use a glitch effect or something like that, but playing like mimicking that with an instrument and doing it repeatedly, and it was so much fun to listen to. And what you mentioned, like the drummer, oh my god, the production on those drums and that guitar tone was just it was amazing. I was like
crystalline guitars.
I was like, well, it's like if you took like a humbucker, and for people who don't know guitars, it looks like two little fingers underneath the strings. And there's a way where you just tap one of those. You're just using half of your pickup and then running into like a Mesa Boogie or something that you might use for metal. On a clean tone, you know, you put a little gain in front of it, it gets nice, starts to crunch up a little bit. I mean, the one guy had more of a tone like that.
It sounded like the kind of tone where if your volume knob's at maybe like 3 position or so if you crank it up, the gain will crank up from the amp, right? From putting more input into the amp. But with that, it was at that level where it was just a soft clip, like almost akin to like, oh man,
it was awesome.
Okay, now the chord progression was pretty much the same thing over and over again. If you guys noticed, it was like a 4-chord pattern. It just kept repeating. But okay, that is not negative. That is not a criticism. That is a fact. The point is they did so much with it. It's like so cool when you can take one little pattern like that and make it into its own orchestrated, I don't mean with an orchestra, but I mean like, you know what I mean? Like everything had its place. They had their little stops all figured out. Like a lot of times they would stop on one and then, you know what I mean? It was just, I don't know, it was really cool. The energy behind it was just slamming. And it just had so much attitude. I like that.
I wasn't expecting the what was that? I guess that would be dubstep drop there.
Throwing in a little bit of today,
that was interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm not particularly a fan of that element. Unless it's used well, I think it was used well in this instance.
Absolutely.
I mean, like that's not a genre that I personally get into.
It could be reproduced horribly. But, I understand what you're saying. I understand. It could be like people that are just bad, like they just don't play on the beat good, and they're like, "No, man, it's dubstep." It could. I'm not saying dubstep is like that.
The computer's totally an instrument, dude.
The computer's playing perfect, man.
Anyways,
it's messed up.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say it kind of reminds me of this Minnesota band called Arch Echo. I don't know if you've heard of them.
No.
They have kind of similar to this. I heard them a while back. My roommate and musician friend Alex played them, and they're kind of very similar. Like shreddy, kind of funky. I guess well, like modally, this would be kind of in that Lydian area, right? Or I guess not. No, not this one, but yeah, that type of shred. It's kind of upbeat and it could be funky and maybe sometimes melancholy. God. But yeah, that it kind of reminds me of that band. And I thought the bass tone was very, very well situated within the mix, as well as the guitar, and the drummer was just crazy.
Yeah, it was lots of fun.
I liked it. I loved all the guitar, the drums. I loved the setting that they kept going in. That was pretty cool. Just the video itself was awesome. And yeah, I was noticing the chord progressions also, and they just really, really did a lot with that. The 1-4-5. What was it? 1-4-5-5-7.
The change at the end was a 6 and then a 5, and we're in a minor. I think it was 1-3-6-5, but don't quote me on that. But it definitely had that. It definitely had that. At the
I was
end of
trying
the
to
phrase.
listen for that. Yeah, because I was trying to listen for that. With my ears, I've been trying to get better at that. And
do you know how many popular songs have a progression like that?
But they don't do as much as this one.
Seriously. There's
but
especially a lot of rap songs, and especially a lot of rap songs right around the early 90s and late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
You go down the list. I swear to God, so many of them have that chord progression.
They do.
I don't even want to go into the. You could on your own search the list and discover it, because I'll start viewing them off. You're like, shut up, Matt. Shut up. Stop talking about that.
No, I know they do, but I was just shocked with how much they did with that, though, because it's like a lot of bands usually do simplistic things, which is fine. But this band kind of, like you said before, did a lot of different things with it, so that was really cool.
Yeah, that was fun. We want to thank you all here for being with us. Remember, this is the place where you come for reactions where we pause for nobody. That's right. And you can support the channel. 4 ways to support the channel right now. Patreon.com/Matthews Music Lesson Studio. Get that bonus content every week. LiberaPay.com/Matthews Music. If you want to do the non-profit way, help me the most. Just send me $1 a week, man. That's it. $1 a week would really help me towards reaching my weekly goal for studio funding. BuyMeACoffee.com. You can just buy me a coffee to replace the one I drank. Right now, simple. BuyMeACoffee.com/Matthews
Caffeinate him.
Yes, make me caffeinated. Then Venmo. You can get me at Matthews Music. Make sure that you subscribe to Kyle Walls. Make sure that you subscribe to Evelyn Holland. Make sure that you subscribe to Jennifer's Music page. That's right, my friends here, you guys are all awesome. Everybody here has music on their page. Make sure you go and check it out. I've got a bunch of music on my page. Make sure you check it out. And if you're looking for music lessons, voice lessons, you can get them from me online at MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com. That's right. And that's where you go. You can record the lessons and keep them forever. That way, you never forget what I said. It's great. That's the best benefit. And we'll see you all next week on The Sound Live.